Does your base look something like this? Today's video is about how to optimize your storage so that you're not just throwing chests in random rows on the ground. And what the hell, this is a little brick thing here. And yeah, so we're going to teach you the optimal ways to save space because plots are limited. You don't want to have to be tearing down those chests, wasting materials. You're going to want to make a proper storage for all of your stuff. Now, back in the medieval days, this was called a granary or a pantry, if you did it for food. Depends on what the stuff was. Now, I see a lot of bases that have kind of a setup like this, where you have refining station, chest, crafting bench, chest, etc., etc. And that's fine. And for those that don't know, you can actually stack chests on top of each other, but only up to 2. There's a way around this, which I accidentally showed, but you can see that we got, chests stacked up to 2, chests next to refining stations, all for the sake of organization. Now, here's a little hack that I randomly figured out the other day, and it looks like Boss here was kind of adapted it, which is neat. So what you do is you build a pole, and then you build a pole, and you can put 2 more chests on the pole. And if you have the Founders Pack, the pay to win, the 4-plotter, the pole is actually flat and has like dragon etches on it. So here's how this storage works. To access the storage, if you want the bottom chest, you look down, push the use button, look, at the one next up, you push the use button, and you can access all 4 chests from the ground floor. You don't have to jump or climb or do anything. Now, I want to show you an alteration of this. And this little stick hack here, where you build the pole and the horizontal stick, you can do this over your refining stations if you want. Like, let's say you just had 1 charcoal kiln or a whole bunch. You can build a pole and a stick over it. And yes, I know it's not realistic, and I know it looks goofy as hell. But I don't care about aesthetics, okay? I care about gameplay mechanics and min-maxing space. I don't give a damn if some random twerp who works in an office walks by and looks at my base and goes, huh, that's ugly looking. No, I care about saving space. And this right here is a space saver. So you build this little pole thing over your charcoal kilns. You put your chests above the charcoal kilns. You put your charcoal in the chests. End of simple as. I'm going to show you an example now of my plot. Where's my plot? It's over here. Of how I did it with my apiaries, okay? And then I'm going to show you how to fit a bunch of chests inside of a house plot. That one's important. So, we have the apiaries. Well, they're called basic beehives. And, yeah, they generate, beeswax and honey. And you see I have the pole hack where I put the pole over the beehive and I put the chests above it. So now, I can just store my honey and my beeswax in the chests. Easy peasy, which I haven't been keeping up with these because I haven't really needed them anymore. By the way, if you've made it this far in the vid, I'll just tell you right now, beeswax is an amazing way to really power level your, carpentry, okay? It's been a long day. It's very easy to power level your carpentry with this beehives. And you get them anyway from chopping trees, so you might as well use them. But yeah, if you want a nice little, space-saving hack, then this is something that you can totally build. And yes, I know it's an eyesore. Good. Make this game as ugly as possible. Spit on all these little role-player dad, mom, family. Ooh, gotta make the perfect house. Like, look at this stuff. Look at it. This angers me. This pisses me off. Look at this house across the river. Look at these rich snobs, okay? I'm over here in the trailer park, in my rags, in the hood. And look at the rich families across the river, okay? With their perfectly aligned houses, and their big-ass porches, and their fancy rich people homes. No, 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 no. Once in the ghetto, always in the ghetto. Ghetto life for life. I don't know. But you can build the same pole hack. You can put the pole here, put it above, like, say, this tanning rack, and then you can have your chests above the tanning rack instead of beside it. It's just a little space saver hack. Go vertical when you can because plot space is limited. Now, here's how to do it with a house. So this is a little shed example. This would be your granary of sorts. And sorry for the lighting, but you want a 4x4. I'll show you with the build tool. So here's a 1, 2, 3, 4 on the foundations. And then you want it at least 2 lengthwise like this. Okay? And you can fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then kind of, you have to change the chests here to fit in 6 chests, lengthwise. Now here's the thing. As you can see, the line between the 2 houses is right here. Let's see if I can get it highlighted. So there's that part, and then there's that part. And if you just build a 1x1, you cannot fit 3 chests, and you can only fit 2, and then you'd have to turn that one sideways. But if you build the second one, you can fit 6. So it's just more ideal to make it like a 2x2 or a 4x4. And then what you do is, because it's in a house, you don't need the pole stretching out of the ground. You can just put a vertical pole right here in the middle. But in order to do that, you do need a small pole sticking out of the middle. So I have a pole sticking out of the middle between the 2 walls, and then the long pole, and then the long pole. And then in order to get these chests aligned, you have to put a pole like this. So that's the horizontal pole. That's the pole coming towards us. Now, and in order to have a roof over this kind of house, you need to build a half wall. So this is a regular wall, and this is a little half wall, and then this is the floor. This is technically a floor, not a roof. Also, yes, I know it's not aligned. I know that the bars or whatever are jank as hell. Who cares? I don't care. And I don't care that poles are sticking out of the side of the house either. I'm not for aesthetics, okay? I am all for utility. Now, with this house built, you know, you can have massive amounts of storage. Now, I don't recommend this type of build until you've teched up to decorated chests, because you can hold way more stuff in these chests than you can in the starter chest, okay? The starter chest can only hold this amount of stuff. But that is a little space saver hack for you. It's like all those little Japanese channels. It's like, oh, clean, sparkly life, you know, organization, yay. You know, in video games. So that's what I was going for, a little space saver hack. How are you saving space in Pax Dei? Are you building massive chest walls? Are you scattering your chests all over the floor? Are you having them hover above your stations like I am? Let me know. I'm curious. And, yeah. So if you have any questions about the build or anything, and you can pop this build down in like 20 minutes, assuming you're not playing in the middle of the day with a big Zerg clan that's controlling all the resources. Otherwise, you're screwed. It'll take you all night to build this. But 20 minutes to build this, not bad at all. And yeah, the chests too. The chests are really easy to do. Really, really easy to build. Once you have iron, like hinges, you can build the decorated chest. That part is easy. So yeah, there you go. That's the build. And you can also, now I didn't show it, but if you want chests also going along the side walls here, it's basically the exact same dimensions as this. You would just take this, and then I would start on this wall, you know, make those the horizontal, and then when you get to this part of the wall, that would be the chest going this way, if that makes sense to you. Anyway, please leave a like. There's going to be people that are going to argue that these are ugly designs, and yeah, they are ugly, but they're useful. They are very useful. So with that said, please leave a like, because it will help me out. And finally, on the right side of your screen, there is a video you should absolutely click. And if you don't click it, then this game will die sooner. That's just how it is. But if you do click it, you'll get the game will last a little bit longer than it should.